Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Express Frame. If you got a newspaper or a magazine that you want to protect from sunlight and the ravages of time, well, get it out to Express Frame. Right there. Get it out to Express Frame. This newspaper is a few months shy of 20 years old, but because it's behind museum quality glass, it has not aged a lick. It makes me wish that I could get behind museum quality glass, because I don't look now like I did 20 years ago, but this paper does. Whether it is a family photo, a newspaper story about your business, something about family, whatever you're looking for, if you've got something you want to protect, that museum quality glass is well worth the investment. It's not that much more expensive, but it does a tremendous job. As you can see right there, that is 20 years old. Absolutely fantastic. Express Frame, the Common Shopping Center off North Peters Road. Okay, the SEC caused eyes to pop 15 years ago with their CBS and ESPN deals. It was like, oh my gosh, how'd you get that much money? Then you get the SEC Network and everybody's like, oh, we're going to make so much money. Then came the playoffs. It's like, oh, we're getting 2 cuts a year. Look at all the money. And it's great, all that money Tennessee's making. How has that helped them in any way, shape, or form? And I can say the same thing for South Carolina, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Arkansas. Of the bottom teams, and Tennessee now is one, has anyone jumped the good teams with this money? What is the point of the money? What is the point of the money?
To your point, I would argue it's hurt Tennessee because one of the built-in advantages they had was that they had more money, more resources than the Kentuckys and South Carolinas of the world, at least when it came to football.
Great point.
Now everyone has that. Everyone in the SEC has good facilities, and that's one of the reasons why all that TV money has helped everyone upgrade their facilities the way Tennessee had 25, 30 years ago. So now 14 SEC teams have great places. Back then it was, 5 or 6 maybe?
Yeah. I just think the idea that everything's being done for money, who has it helped?
Well, and the interesting thing is you've taken some of that money and you've tried to go out and buy better coaches than what you've had. All that money has not helped you get a better coach because you've had guys, just the most recent coaching search, say, no, never mind. Yeah. And you offered big money. You went after named coaches. So, once again, the money didn't help you there. They did finally fix my seat in Neyland Stadium, though, so that was good. Kind of slanted forward a little bit. So, I'm happy about that.
So, there you go. You're good with expansion because the seat can get it back to it now. Josh, your thoughts on just the idea that all these people are doing this for money, and I don't see, aside from people padding their own wallets and their own salaries, Danny White probably likes this because when he gets fired, he's going to get a nice buyout from it. And nothing against Danny White. I hope he lives here forever and is the AD forever. But it's Tennessee, and I know that ain't happening. So, maybe some of these guys are looking at it saying, hey, this is better for me. I just don't see the idea. I mean, how many times have they upgraded? Every coach comes in here and they completely walk in and they say, we got to completely gut this weight room. This isn't the kind of stuff I use. Get this out of here. And then bring in all new stuff. And then the next guy comes in and goes, this isn't how you weight train. We do it with this. Get this stuff out of here. How's it helped?
It hasn't. I agree with Ryan's mention that if you look at competitive advantages that used to be there, you don't have them or they're not as obvious going up against other schools. So like in Ole Miss or Mississippi State, they can hold on to a coach longer because they can keep a coach longer than they used to match deals. But Tennessee has been in the buying business. Now, I did joke last segment about, somewhat joking about lawyer fees and buyouts and all that stuff. But it helps in other sports maybe. Tony Vitello, you can keep him versus previously you weren't going to pay what an LSU would. So now you can. So football, there is no advantage. Maybe in other sports, which is what fans are probably going to have to focus on more in the future.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're right that in theory you could keep a coach longer. But if Oklahoma comes for Lane Kiffin, you think he's going to stay at Ole Miss?
I'm saying longer, not forever. I don't know. Without the,
there's still you don't lose if you're at a disadvantage, you don't lose it by we got $3 million more in the league this year, or $14 million more.
In Tennessee's case, maybe it's not you keep them longer, you fire them quicker. Because now you can afford those buyouts that Tennessee likes to pay.
And you don't have to.
Josh Heupel, you got 2 years, buddy.
You don't have to worry about some investigation to blow somebody up. We can't pay the buyouts. Now you can just pay it.
To your point earlier, though, I'm surprised no one else has pushed back on this more, that Ole Miss, Mississippi State, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Vanderbilt, how are those teams benefiting from adding 2 more teams that are blocking your path to ever winning a
How
championship?
is Florida benefiting?
We got to get out of here. Thanks, guys. But that's the bottom line is these schools are more than happy to make money and not win.
Yeah.
That's the only message you're sending. We'll see you next Sunday right back here on the Sports Source. We'll talk Tennessee football then.